Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. This is tinnitus coach Frieda, the guy who was born deaf in his left ear and has a severe high-pitch tinnitus and hearing aid in his remaining right ear. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about the 3 most important words that have helped me on my tinnitus habituation journey. There are 3 words that have helped more people find tinnitus relief than any pill, any sound therapy, or quick fix I've ever seen. And these words are acceptance and commitment therapy. And in this video, I will explain to you what these words mean and how you can implement them in your tinnitus habituation journey. If you have been stuck suffering, Googling for answers constantly, and nothing's really worked for you so far, this might be the one piece that you're missing. So let's get into why most approaches with tinnitus actually fail. Let's be honest, most of the people, like I said it in the last video, people are doing the same things over and over again and they just don't work to them. They try to silence the sound, they try to avoiding quiet places at all costs, they monitor their tinnitus constantly, they endlessly chase new treatments online or look for stories, etc. And the big problem of that is your brain actually continues to focus on the sound. You actually make it learn that tinnitus is dangerous and that we need to do something about this. And that keeps you in this constant loop of reactivity, and you are stuck in this vicious cycle of stress, reactivity, and the fear of a louder tinnitus perception. The 3 words that I've mentioned at the start, they allow you to break this cycle. And acceptance and commitment therapy is a modern evidence-based therapy that's backed by neuroscience, and it's used in clinical psychology as well as in coaching or even in online programs all over the world for anxiety, depression, for many different things. It is a fantastic tool of self-help and intervention. It teaches our brain, in this case, in tinnitus case, to stop reacting to tinnitus even when the sound is still there. So here's the foundation. Here's the foundation. I've talked about this endlessly in my videos, but it's really crucial to understand the foundation of acceptance and commitment. The first one is the first word, acceptance. It's making space for difficult thoughts and feelings instead of constantly fighting them. The second one is cognitive diffusion, learning to observe your thoughts without judging and reacting and getting entangled in them. And the third one is value-based actions. It's recommitting to living the life you want even when tinnitus is still present. So it's not about positive thinking. I've talked about the pink elephant analogy, right? Don't think of a pink elephant for the next 3 seconds. It's impossible not to. The same way, it's impossible to force yourself to think positive feelings and just forget about your tinnitus. It's not possible. And it's about retraining your brain to not constantly focus on your tinnitus, to not always have the same repetitive behavior that I mentioned at the start that actually fuels your loop and reactivity constantly, and your nervous system to feel that you're safe and sound, and learning that you can experience tinnitus without constantly having to tune into it. So when you stop avoiding tinnitus and start relating to it differently, your brain no longer flags it as a constant threat and something that constantly reduces your quality of life. And once that threat response fades, your constant awareness of your tinnitus will also fade 100%. I've seen it in more than 500 people happening. And you can see the habituation success stories here on my channel. I have a success stories playlist from the people who went through our program, which actually, time to change my notes. And while I'm changing my notes, you might have gotten used to me doing that right now already, because these videos are a little bit technical sometimes with the ACT stuff, so I like to have some notes. But while I'm changing my notes here, I want to talk to you guys about the program that I've built. At www.mytinnitus.club, you can find our 12 weeks tinnitus habituation program, where we help you to retrain your brain's response using acceptance and commitment therapy. And it is an approach that is not a quick fix or a magical pill or a cure, but a long and lasting way to find relief and go to non-bothersome tinnitus. Back to the video. So habituation is when the auditory systems and the limbic system, so the fear and panic based center, so the center that's, that's actually the amygdala, but the limbic system is part of the greater complex, and it's the part that regulates our nervous system. When they stop reinforcing each other, then you slowly start to learn that the sound, the emotion attached to it, and the suffering loop is being broken open by acceptance and commitment therapy. And many studies have shown that tinnitus helps, many studies have shown that acceptance and commitment therapy helps to reduce tinnitus distress, anxiety, depression, and catastrophizing, not by silencing or getting rid of the tinnitus, but by changing the relationship completely and changing the way our brain responds to tinnitus. So you might ask yourself now, why is not everyone doing this? If this is such a fantastic tool, why is not everyone using acceptance and commitment therapy? And why are there not more people out there like you, tinnitus coach Frida? Because ACT doesn't promise an instant cure. And we live in the year 2025, and if I want something, then I want it now. And I'm not very much willing to invest as much as I have to here in order to maybe have an outcome, and that is a big problem. That's why most people don't try, and that's why they don't succeed. So it's about learning, practicing, and constantly showing up for yourself, and not just hoping for an outside miracle that someone saves you, but it's about learning that you are on your own path of learning how to respond differently to things like tinnitus. And I teach this not only inside mytinnitus.club, but I also have, if you click on the link in the description to this video, a short 4-day email course for tinnitus habituation, in which I explain to you a little bit about how tinnitus habituation actually works and how you can start retraining your brain into the right direction. It's not about eliminating tinnitus completely. It's about changing your brain's response to it. Therefore, the tinnitus can go into the background and your brain is not constantly checking in on it. So if you are interested in that, you know that I've said this when I changed my notes, you can join us at www.mytinnitus.club for the 12 weeks tinnitus habituation program. You can just simply join our free email course, and it would be amazing if you could let me know in the comments what you thought of this video, whether you would be ready to try acceptance and commitment therapy for your tinnitus, or what your current struggle is with your tinnitus, because I do understand and know how much you can struggle with tinnitus, because I've been there myself. So yeah, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking the video, thank you for sharing it for the people who really need it. From my heart to yours, from Berlin in Germany. Actually, a little bit sunnier today than in the last time I made a video, but not perfect yet. And I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.